It's time to vote because this is the most important election in the world. Who's the best papi? In the right corner, we have Roman Reigns. Puts food on the table. Not only feeds his kids and wife, but the entire family. Can be problematic though. In the left corner, we have Rey Mysterio. The mini papi. Alia papi. And just like he says, in the Mysterio family, familia is everything, or something like that. But he won't let his daughter get married, ever. This is very important. I want you all to vote in the comments below. So use hashtag Papi Roman or hashtag Papi Ray.
For the way I dressed.
Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of Greatness of SmackDown. How are you guys doing today? Not a bad episode of SmackDown. Kind of reminds me of Raw, you know, not a lot of stuff happened. I mean, in my opinion, the ending didn't really achieve a lot. But for the most part, I think it was alright because we got one major highlight, and that is Murphy saying, "F it, I tried, f your father, f your brother, I just tried to get laid." Well, he didn't necessarily say that, but he's a disciple again. Or Michael Cole was giving Lars Sullivan a bath. If you look closely, you can see baby wipes. Good job, Michael. Anyway, so let's talk about SmackDown. The show kicked off in a very big way. SmackDown Women's title match, Bayley versus Sasha Banks, the champion. Big story right here. Can Sasha Banks defend her SmackDown Women's Championship successfully? Because she never does. Every time she wins a Raw Women's Championship, she loses. But now, since the championship is blue, her hair is blue, magically, she defended the championship in a very good match and actually, well, retained the title. I like this match. It wasn't obviously as good as their Hell in a Cell match, but for a SmackDown match, it was just okay. But oh boy, the future is not looking bright, because then Sasha Banks gets attacked by Carmella, and we all love Carmella. We all love Carmella. She's awesome. Why? It's almost as if WWE said, "I want you to stop caring." Dude, I'm more excited about SmackDown's yellow lighting than Carmella. Makes the show feel a bit more alive. Carmella puts me to sleep though. Jey Uso is backstage preparing for an interview. He's making some coffee. Kevin Owens walks up and he's making a joke that, "Are you making coffee for Roman?" And Jey asks, "Do you think our family is a joke, Uso?" "Oos, our family is not a joke, Oos." Owen says, "Well, I was just joking around, you know, I wasn't very successful at Survivor Series, I just wanted to get along with my partner. You should switch to decaf." But then we got an interview, and Kayla was being mean.
Unless you don't fall in line and do what Roman Reigns tells you to do, right?
"Jey Uso, why are you such a big piece of shit?" Then we got Paul Heyman. He asks if Reigns authorized this interview, but that was a rhetorical question. Roman Reigns is a controlling cousin, and that is very, very common. And they basically walk off. Roman Reigns is not happy about it. "Why didn't you ask me to be in that interview? I'm your cousin." That's what you do with cousins. You always ask for permission before having sex. You better call your cousin and say, "Oos, can I get my noodle wet?" As long as she acknowledges you. And Roman Reigns also says, "Take care of that Kevin Owens situation." We got a Survivor Series qualifying match, King Corbin versus Rey Mysterio. This was a lot of fun. Before the match, I believe Rey Mysterio got attacked. Then we saw Seth Rollins, we saw Murphy, and it was just basically chaos. And then the match ended with the worst end of days of all time. That has to be the worst one, I swear. So King Corbin is a part of Survivor Series. I'm kind of disappointed because Rey Mysterio is one of these guys that you always want to see in a team, you know? The match is a bit more fun, but it is what it is. And then we got a triple threat Survivor Series qualifying match for women's Survivor Series team, Natalia versus Ruby Riot versus Elena Vega. I wanted Elena Vega to win, but she did not. The match was okay. We got a double submission. I swear to God, we seen that last week already in the match where we got Peyton Royce. I think we did. Anyway, that's not the point. Natalia released her, but she tapped out, so Ruby Riot is in this match. Yeah, that was pretty okay. The Street Profits are asking, you know, Big E for tips since he was in the New Day, and Big E says something along the lines of, "If you lay down, the New Day won't hurt you as much." And they started laughing, and then we got Peyton Royce, who's basically a comedy character, I guess, right now. She's doing okay, in my opinion. She wants to give them some tips, but she doesn't realize that the Street Profits and Peyton Royce were on Raw together, so there's nothing really to share. Then we got another Survivor Series qualifying match, Otis versus Seth Rollins. That was okay, and as you can see, Otis' push is slowly fading away, which is unfortunate. I really feel sorry for the guy. I didn't want him as the WWE champion, as Mr. Money in the Bank. Man, I feel sorry, you know, I'm kind of conflicted in my feelings. We see Mysterio's watching the match, and then all of a sudden Murphy comes out, and my man is, what? He's helping Seth Rollins. He just helped Seth Rollins to win the match. Rollins qualifies, he's in the Survivor Series team, everyone is confused. After the match, we see them backstage, and Seth Rollins says, "Tell me I just saw what I saw." And Murphy says, "Saya, disciple." He says that twice. So now it seems like Murphy is back with Seth Rollins. Aaliyah is not very happy about it, as you can imagine, but he says, "I know what I'm doing." So, I don't know, man. I really don't see Murphy turning heel again. Maybe it's a part of a plan to get Seth Rollins in the middle of the ring, surrounded by Mysterios, and they beat the living crap out of the guy. Maybe, but I love the story. I said that before, but I didn't really like it with all the ice stuff. It got cringy. Now it's actually better. It's one of these stories that get better over time, and it rarely happens. Very good. We got Lars bath time. No, seriously, this guy is shirtless in an interview. I'm pretty sure this guy was naked. He's a big freak baby. And of course, in the main event, we got Jey Uso versus Kevin Owens, both partners at Survivor Series. We saw Paul Heyman watching the match. It was pretty okay, you know, but since Jey Uso is a heel now, he cannot win clean anymore because that's wrestling. We heard Roman Reigns' music, he gets distracted even though we didn't see Roman, and that's how Jey Uso won the match against Kevin Owens, and that was basically it. The show basically ends with Jey Uso and Roman Reigns staring at Kevin Owens. So it wasn't bad, but you know, we didn't get a cliffhanger, and that kind of sucks because SmackDown always gives us something cool at the end, and this just wasn't it. But I get it, the story is progressing, I understand. Don't get me wrong, it's a great story. I just feel like the ending needed a little bit something more. Sorry for not using a camera, you know, I don't have a lot of time right now, so once I'll get on track, I'll start using it again. Maybe tomorrow, maybe whatever, you get the point. I figured it's better to upload a video without a camera than not uploading at all. So thank you for watching the video, the great one. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.